Okay, welcome back to even the worthless appraiser class. Even given the worthless appraiser class, I'm actually the strongest. Anime review, episode number 2. We review episode 3 and 4 for the series. 3 kind of wraps up the first story arc in a way, where you have Eren in this dungeon. Red to be the Death Bear, he's given several items to basically have to copy his abilities. So apparently Yuri's also healing him too, so he's not good to headaches. So he's given a Philosopher's Stone, which allows him to basically teleport Ursa, and he's given also Yuri's World Tree Stone, basically the Spirit Stone. Put it in his eye, make him stronger. And then, of course, basically he wants to leave. But, of course, Yuri comes with him, and, of course, that area. So Ursa basically proceeds to, tell him basically that, actually Yuri tells him this, where her strongest desire is to see her sisters again. Basically her family. Her big sister and little sisters. So, of course, basically they proceed to go through the rest of the dungeon they're in, slice a bunch of monsters up, steal their abilities, and then he comes across this big door. Once he defeats the boss by the door and absorbs the core, the dungeon's conquered. So he opens the door, and then basically he ends up fighting the dungeon boss, which is a giant rock golem. Yes. And he beats it. It takes a little bit of time, using super strength, which apparently causes his hands to turn rocks, which I thought that was interesting. And I love the special effect, oh crap, the thing is so freaking huge. It's basically one of those giant things, with giant hands just doing this little fist thing. I thought that was a really cool effect for the anime to show that. Rocco and Sweeten to steal his abilities, and then of course they praise the dungeon core, which, thanks to Ursa, they pretty much in a way take the core and seal it in his eye. Man gets praised to go stronger, bring him up to a level 3, I think it was. No, 2. Yeah, level 2. Because level 1 was the Spirit Stone, level 2 was the core. So, of course, they set up basically to find the sisters. So, they come across one dungeon, and they couldn't find anything there, but it's of the core. Bring it level 3. And then we see Zoid again, first time since episode 1. And he's they're having this sob story where Eren offered to sacrifice himself. And Eren shows up and is reveals, oh yeah, him and Jenny basically paralyzed me and left me to die. And then he gets crabby and he says, oh, thank you. And you see Ursa there too. And then of course, Zoid himself shows up. He shows up next episode too. After this, he proceeds to I need to use Solo Quest for my reputation, because he tries to go back to the bar to get more drinks, and he runs into Genie again, who tells another lie. I think that basically he forced her. I'd say it's kind of true, but who knows? So he's kicked out, and then he goes on a Solo Quest, which he ends up basically where Eren is. We'll get back to it. So they're out traveling for a while, and then they just happen to come across a carriage being attacked. Now, this has happened in multiple anime. Carriages being attacked by bandits or monsters. Here's the following anime I've seen us in. I've seen us in Afria, Some Aspire So What, Skeleton in Their World. This also happened in Re-Monster, believe it or not. Yes, it happened there. Trying to think what else has happened in. I think this happened in Spirit Chronicles as well. I believe so, but this is a very common thing you see in anime. Characters being attacked by bandits. Oh, this also happened in the Aristocrats World Adventure series. I really love this one. This is where the main character is introduced to 2 girls who become his future fiancés, which he doesn't know at first, but you have to watch the anime for it. I'm trying to think here. I think this also happened in Demon Retry as well, but it's happened in a lot of anime I come across. Of course, it's done really quickly, and it turns out there's a guy and girl there, and the girl is actually the third princess of a kingdom named Claudia, who falls head over heels for Eren because, it's his hero. And Then the guy has introduced himself as Jasper. Though later on he's actually able to be head of a company that Aaron has heard of. Because basically the guild uses their products. So they basically brought to his house and like, oh yeah, here on formal introduction, like, and of course become his wife, and of course he proclaims himself to be Aaron's wife. So, oh, that's fine. I can be the second wife. And then for some reason Jasper wants to marry Aaron. Yes, this happened in the manga too, and it's all basically because he has info and about basically where these spirit zones are. He does explain the whole thing about the spiritual, why it went away. Apparently its goal was to protect the Demon Kingdom Calamity. But over time, basically, the thing went away. I don't know if the thing is still, and I don't know that. They don't say that here. So, I don't know about the marriage thing, but can we be friends? Sure, that's fine. But, be eventually. I'm like, wow. Another guy wants to marry the main character. Okay, that is different. Like, normally usually you have a guy, you have all these beautiful women just falling over him. Not usually their guy. I thought that was kind of interesting. Like, yeah, it's a bit of a Yoi moment there, but he doesn't kiss him or do anything to him. He just basically offers to marry him. I'm like, okay, I get basically having Yuri because how beautiful she is, her being wife number 1, a princess being wife number 2. I'm like, by the way, a character get involved with a princess, that is a common anime trope. Just as common as basically the carriage being attacked by monsters of bandits. It's very common. So then they're given a destination to where the next dungeon is, and the exterior looks like a Mayan temple. Why the heck basically the creator decided to make a Mayan temple, I'm not sure. Walks some steps, walks inside, oh, this wall is an illusion. So walks, oh, look, it's a mass triangle. But it's all an illusion caused by the sister who lives there, Pina! And of course, Yuri's like, oh, Pina-chan! I'm looking forward to seeing you again. That's basically how she reacts to you to me. Then, of course, they fight monsters. She's, like, shocked the fact he's able to basically kill these monsters. Like, she's like, what the heck are you? It's like, I'm just no Appraiser. It's like, no way, because how powerful he is. And then he's ended up going in another room, like, oh, here's the final boss. Like, as long as there's open core, you're perfectly fine. And the boss, oh, look, it's the ground. And it forms to be a gigantic land turtle with basically, like, ground on its back. Now, this particular type of creature I've only seen in one anime I can think of, and that was Rise of Shoot Hero. Yes, that one actually had a purpose and story. This is just a random one-shot thing here. He battles it for a bit, but shots aren't working. He's like, wait, how is it surviving? Oh, the giant Taurus is an illusion. And then turns out, oh, it's this cute little thing right on his shoulder. And then they find out exactly where she is. And of course, Yuri just reunites with Pina, and apparently Yuri is like very strong. And then it turns out, get this, the tortoise is Pina's guardian, Kono, who wears a kimono. Yeah, apparently it's like Japanese thing, this one. So it's like the first one. Looks like it's possibly like, I'm guessing maybe like European theme maybe. This one's basically Japanese theme. Like, they even have like a shrine in there. I thought it was really cool. And it's like, Pina's like, oh, thank you. Can I come with you? And of course the guy's like, no problem. As long as I can come with you. I'm like, damn, dude. You got these beautiful bays basically over with you? You lucky dog. Yep. As for Zoid, he basically ends up in the dungeon somehow. And then he gets transported because he gets attacked. And then, of course, he's transported after he's requested to be transferred out by Aaron, and then he's like, ooh, I should do something, and that's pretty much the 2 episodes in a nutshell. These 2 episodes were a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, so good. And I'm roughly halfway through the release episodes. Yes, halfway through. I have 4 more to go, and then I'll be caught up. And once it's caught up, it's going to be out of my Thursday review schedule, though it'll probably have the same day as Dr. Stone, given the fact by the time I catch up with thing, there'll only be 4 episodes left. Yep, 4 more to go. This has happened a couple times where I catch up into the anime, like, oh, I'm looking forward to the next episode, and I find out, oh, the next episode's the last one. Oh, crap. Yeah, but this time, basically, I know. Oh, at least like I was one before the end. Yes, definitely. But yeah, this particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and join us like button. Well, next time we do One Piece. It's not new to the manga. I don't want it. It's not released, but I read it later. But this is a very interesting One Piece talk about next. Okay, let's do. Bye.